Hey y'all, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I pray that this word will find you, reach you, and bless you. Please pray for knowledge, wisdom, understanding, clarity. Take this word back to God. Ask God what this word means to you, and I pray that this word is a blessing to you. I pray that each and every one is doing absolutely amazing, feeling fantastic, y'all. Any songs and scriptures that the Lord drop in my spirit, I will definitely put it below in the description of this video. So, this is what the Lord put in my spirit. Y'all, this journey, it requires your obedience. There are going to be times when you're not going to understand the instructions. You're not going to know the next move. You're not going to know how, when, or where. But you have to trust the voice of God. Spend that alone time with the Lord in prayer. Spend time in your secret place. Pray and ask the Lord to help you discern his voice, okay? Because so many times we're waiting on God to come through for us. We're praying, Lord, I need this. God, I need that. Lord, make a way. God, I need you. I need a way out. And all you have to do is listen in the stillness. Listen to that quiet voice in your secret place. God will give you instructions. It don't always make sense. Sometimes the Lord will tell you to walk away from the very things that you love. But you'll later see that those was the things that was keeping you stuck. Those were the people that was keeping them doors from opening. Those were the places that was keeping you stagnant. In this season, discern the voice of God. Go into your secret place and listen for your instructions. God is already there. He's waiting for you to meet him there. And when you get there, learn to be quiet. Because oftentimes when we go into that secret place, we want to vent. We got so much to talk to God about. You know, to tell God this. I'm going to tell God that. But when God is like, I just need your quietness, your attention. Go in that secret place and let the Lord fill you up. Go in that secret place. Because sometimes God will tell you to walk away from that job. And you be like, God, it don't make no sense. Why would I walk away from my only income? How my bills going to get paid? What I'm going to do? How I'm going to feed my children? And then God will tell you walk away from that job. Your lack of movement shows your lack of faith. Whenever you don't show up and be obedient, that's disobedience. When you move slow and when you lag, y'all know what I'm talking about. You know, that thing kind of good, so you don't want to get your hand up off of it. But you praying for better, right? Sometimes you got to let go of what you become accustomed to. Sometimes you got to let go of what you're familiar with. Sometimes you got to let go of people, places, and things. You got to trust that when you move, God is going to provide. You got to believe that whenever you take that step, God going to light your path. He will. Sometimes it's rough, man. God tell you to go do something. You be like, God, that don't make no sense. But God, that ain't gonna put no money in my pocket. Well, God, how is that gonna help me? But God, how that gonna, what that gonna do for me? We be want to know what's in it for us. But this is the season where you got to be obedient to God. When you put your foot in front of the other, when God see you trying, you really trying, and you ain't holding on to this. Because it can't be done. You can't hold on to what God tell you to let go of and expect for that thing to fall in your lap. So while you sitting there waiting on God, God waiting on you. You got to take that step. Sometimes it don't make sense. Sometimes you ain't going to have the money. Sometimes you ain't going to have the finances. But when you get there, you're going to see, ooh, now I see why God, ooh, and I thought I was missing out. See, you think you've been missing out. But God been setting you up for the increase. See, you thought you was going to be losing out and missing out on something over there. But God been setting you up for something bigger and better over there. It's time for you to put that foot. Stick it out there. Like this right here. And walk in faith. It's time for you to make it do what it do. You waiting on God and God waiting on you. Your prayers already been answered, but you still stuck there in that one spot. And God is telling you that brook dried up, baby. It's time for you to go to newer and better. That brook dried up. What are you waiting for? That relationship dried up. What are you waiting for? That income dried up. What are you waiting for? You've been praying for better. You deserve more than the bare minimum. God is setting you up for increase, but it's in your obedience. If you lagging, that's disobedient. Stop doubting. Pray and ask the Lord for knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and to give you clarity on his voice. Because sometimes you be like, wait a minute. You want me to leave my job? But God, I'm about to retire. You want me to leave my job? But God, I got this much of PTO. I got this time off. I get this much of benefits. You want me to leave my job? And you worrying about how your bills gonna get paid. You worrying about your health insurance, how that gonna be covered. You worrying about this. You worrying about that. You need to stop worrying. That's the problem. Give it to God. Why would God tell you to leave something if he ain't had something better for you? Huh? Why would God tell you? You got to trust God in this season. You got to trust God in this season. I can tell you it's so many times that I didn't understand it. And if I can be real with you, I didn't like it. When God told me to move, well, God, that don't make sense to me. It don't make sense, God. But I need this job. Who gonna help me with my kids, God? But God, you want me to do what? You want me to leave what? You want me to walk away from who? Well, God, who gonna be there for me? God, who gonna provide for me? God, who gonna take care of me? God, who gonna love me? And God is like, girl, I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm all you need. The Lord is telling you. He is your everything. He's teaching you to solely trust him. Ooh, only very few know about trusting God completely. Very few people know what it feels like to be totally dependent upon God. I'm talking about to pay your house payment, your rent, your car, transportation, water bill, light bill, insurance, health insurance, food, children, clothes, school shoes, all that stuff. Only very few people know what it's like to fully trust God. Man, the unthinkable happens when you completely trust him. The unimaginable happens when you completely trust him. You'll see breakthrough after breakthrough. And after that, you'll be like, whoa, God, you want me to leave? Who? Okay, ain't no problem. God, you need me to leave what? Do what? Stop doing what? Okay, it ain't no problem. Once you experience that touch, once you experience that favor, once you experience those breakthroughs, once you experience the love of God, once you experience his healing, once you experience hearing his voice, you learn to move when he say move, and you learn not to worry. You learn not to worry. God got me. I remember when I was at the bottom before. And you know what? God did make a way. You know what? It was better than what I had. You know what? Wow, I see the increase. I see the overflow, but God waiting on you to make that step. Remember, in this season, walk in obedience. Lagging, moving slow. You contemplating, playing in your thoughts. You think you're too long. That's disobedience. This is a season where you got to totally trust God in what he's doing. Take this word back to God in prayer. I love you. You already know God loves you way more. When you pray for better, you got to let go of what's old. You got to trust God completely. You got to show God, God, I love you. God, I trust you. God, I'm sorry for doubting. God, I'm sorry for not believing. God, I'm sorry. I didn't know. God is bigger than your situation. He's bigger than what you're faced with, what you're going through. He's bigger. You pray for bigger. God got bigger waiting on you, but you got to walk into it. You got to walk into it. You got to walk into it. Take them steps. Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop doubling back. That's for somebody. Stop doubling back. When the Lord tell you to walk away, oh, let me go, And then you trying to play both sides. Okay, God, I hear you, God. Okay, God, wait a minute, God, let me go. No. No more double back. This ain't the double back season, because this your double up season. You want bigger, you want better, you got to keep on pressing your way. I love you, y'all. Take this word back to God. Bye, y'all.